going on, people? Welcome to another Toronto Hoop Talk live stream, late night edition. This time, we're back at it 10 o'clock Eastern time because the Tempo are on the West Coast. West Coast. Um, I thought I said that wrong for a second, but that is actually just how that's pronounced. Um, they're playing in the Bay Area against the Golden State Valkyries. You got an expansion team against a second-year team. You got the Tempo playing for the first time after making their first trade midseason. So Anissa Morrow is a Tempo. She's in the game. She's not starting, but there's no minutes restriction. Marina Mabry is back. Again, no minutes restriction. So exciting stuff. Will they win? Probably not. But there's definitely a couple of things to watch. So I really wanted to not miss this game. Both teams wearing purple. That's kind of hideous. Obviously, like two very different purples, but two different purples nonetheless. A step back three for the Valkyries to start the game. I'm so glad this is midweek. Because imagine it's a Friday night, 10 p.m. I decide to be bold and drink a couple beers before streaming, and I'm watching two purple teams. I may have celebrated that three. Laura around the screen. Mabry. Step back three. Ooh, an attempt to respond to the three with a three of her own, but it doesn't fall. Okay, Golden State Valkyries, team that's definitely doing a lot better than us. They're 20-9. Meanwhile, we're 10-19. So our records are almost flipped. Second-year team. Obviously, they have more than one good player, but the player that I'm very familiar with is Gabby Williams because I watched her torch Canada with France. So that is where I'm at. Shout out to Jared Brown. Absolutely. Late game. The Thursday night will be a late game stream as well. So, yeah, they play Portland in Portland on the West Coast. Step back three for the Valkyries again. This time they miss. Hold on. No, yeah. Never mind. Hey, bro, good luck to us. Also wondering what are your thoughts about the Raptors playing in Quebec and Vancouver. I think it's awesome. I mean, obviously, for Raptors fans out there, as Sabali makes it a 2-point game. But yeah, obviously, for Raptors fans in those cities, it would be super expensive to travel to Toronto, get a hotel, and then Raptors tickets. Like, I live in Toronto, and Raptors tickets on their own feel like a lot sometimes. Another three for the Valkyries. So, yeah, if you tack on a flight in a hotel or even a drive in a hotel, that's still quite a bit of a commitment. So it's awesome for those fans to get a chance to, like, see the Raptors, even if there's going to be backups playing. Hopefully they get at least a good couple quarters of good hoop. Yeah, no, I heard about that. Yeah, hopefully he gets back soon. Is Adley? Yeah, this is the guy from Baltimore that they just traded for the Sox. Don't let Peter see that. Don't let Peter see that. Another three for Golden State, dude. Why is this Golden State playing like the other Golden State? I just realized I never refreshed this. But 9 points for the Valkyries. All threes. They're 3 for 4 from three. Conde, jumper from the elbow, air ball. Yikes. That's a response, I guess. But yeah. For people who might be new here, we got a new little tag underneath my name, Tank for Juju. Look, the realities of this season are pretty clear. We're not going to be good. It's not even worthwhile to try to make a playoff push to get smoked in the first round. May as well just get the best lottery odds you can get, and try to see if we can get some luck on the lottery night. As Sabali, is that a three? Wow, that's a three. I couldn't tell where her feet were, but I will take it. But yeah, may as well just try to see if we can get lucky on lottery night. No way. Another three, bruh. There's only been one 2-pointer in this game for both teams. This is the 3-point shootout. I know some of you guys watched All-Star Saturday night or Friday night in the W a couple weeks ago, but they're replaying that shit today. But yeah, no, let's try to get lucky in the lottery. We need Juju's help. It's connected to the Warriors. And I heard about this. I mean, I think like chances of the Warriors pulling the trigger on Steph Curry, I still think are going to be pretty low before the season. Sabali hits a three of her own. Okay, Niara Sabali got the memo. She got the memo. She's going band for band with the Valkyries from 3 on her own. But yeah, no, I think if Golden State pulls the trigger, it's because it's mid-season. If the season just goes completely off the wheels, I can't see them trading him before the season starts. Over the Dodgers. I wonder when Schoolball's pitching, or Schoolball, whatever his name is. But yeah, shout out to everybody in here. Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Yeah, it's August, which is basically tempo month. Come to think of it, like I might do one Raptors stream. Just to like look at some trade candidates mid-season, and maybe a second one to talk about like the long-term financial decisions they have to make. That's about it though. This is tempo month, people. Sabali from the corner again. Finally, she misses. Shout out to my dog, Banana Bread 10. Long time no see. I'm just popping in to say hi. I'll definitely be watching your channel as soon as the Raptors hey, bro. No worries, man. Well, it'll come soon. It'll come sooner than you think. Media Day is September 28th. I have it on my calendar. Every year, I do a stream during Media Day. So when they have the interviews, oh man, hard foul on Mabry. But when they're doing the interviews live, I'm usually live at the same time, listening to what they have going on. Fuck, Mabry looks upset. Hopefully she didn't get hurt again. She seems to be walking okay, and like she's not holding anything. I think she's just upset with the physicality and the lack of calls. But yeah, no, Media Day, September 28th. It's in my calendar. I will be there live, listening to all the interviews, and I'm imagining that's the first time we'll hear from Kawhi, because all things considered, I still expect the Kawhi deal to get done before training camp. But yeah, even if the Kawhi deal doesn't get done, that'll be that Media Day is going to be significant regardless. So yeah, September 28th, people. We're only about 7 weeks away. But yeah, in those 7 weeks though, heavy tempo content. Schoolboy pitched tonight. Oh, okay. It's good that he got hit then. Did you see the Kelsey Plum trade? I was surprised by that. I did see the Kelsey Plum trade, but I will put that to the side. It is not. I will put that to the side to talk about the Anissa Morrow trade. Anissa Morrow. So the thing about Anissa Morrow is this a player that I know a ton about? The answer, unfortunately, is no. So I'm not super knowledgeable about her game, but just from a profile standpoint, there's a few things about her that fit what like makes sense for us. But just like a quick recap, basically a second year player. So yeah, on Connecticut last year with Marina Mabry, a 7th overall pick, so a very high draft pick. Still early in her career. So she's 23, which kind of fits with the fact that like we're a team for the future ultimately, right? So we got a player for the future as well. The other thing that makes sense is if you look at the contract, and this is relevant, but we get her for another couple years before restricted free agency. So a cost-effective deal, obviously, for somebody on a rookie deal. And then, I mean, when you look at the stats again, without having a great feel for her game, what's obvious and clear is that we needed rebounding. And she's averaging 9 boards this year, which, if you look at WNBA stat leaderboards, where are the rebounding leaders? Yeah, so if you look at the rebounding leaders, that 8.9 is probably around 6th or 7th in the league. Wait, what? Why is she not on the list? That number was 8.9, unless that was the last year. Huh? Why is she not on the list? Anyways, she was averaging 8.9, and that would put her around 7th in the league in rebounding. So, we needed rebounding. We got rebounding. And, oh, man. Mabry's face on the bench. I mean, she's back to shoot free throws. But I can tell she's, like, angrier than angry. And maybe what's so upsetting is the fact that she's trying to not crash out this year. And she wants to crash out right now. But, yeah, when you have a neck injury and you get hit like that and there's no foul, I would be pissed too. I bet that sounds like it will be lit. I'm going to be putting it in the calendar as well. You still think Kawhi is coming? I'm starting to wonder. What do you think about with LeBron with Philly? Okay, I'll save the Kawhi thing for the next commercial, just because like that's a monologue. We got her from Connecticut for a second-round pick. I think Kawhi can take the Sixers down, not without a second move, but I'm pretty sure it's because I heard Will Lou talking about it, but like even the Raptors front office, like when they're chatting with the media, like off the record, talk about how like there's gonna like we're looking for the Marc Gasol trade, and that's what fans kind of refer to it as well. But like a second move to fill the roster out. So with the right second move, yes. As is, I don't think so. Just wondering if this is a fake or not. Could you confirm to me, please? Is Seth Curry part of the management for the Raptors? No. Seth Curry is not a part of management for the Raptors. I don't even know if he's into management or something yet. Is his playing career over? We got a travel called on the Valkyries. Seth Curry. I don't think so, big dog. Because he's what? He's 35? That's still old enough to be playing. I mean, he was on the Warriors last year, hasn't signed a new deal, but no ties to the front office or anything. Temple should trade for CC. If CC ever hits the market, she's going to go for a generational. Oh, shit. Anissa Morrow hits a 3. Her first bucket as a Temple player brings the Temple within one, is 14-13. Again, 3 after 3 after 3 in this game. An 8-2 run for the Tempo. But yeah, no, CC's trade return would be generational. That being said, I will say though, Banana Bread 10, the Tempo have a chance to be a free agency destination more than the Raptors because they play in the summer. Like, I think summertime Toronto is way more of a pull. So we might see actually, and then Izzy Harrison hits a 3. Somehow, some way the Tempo have a lead. But if I think about the Tempo team that I'm watching compared to the last game, I was watching this team play without Anissa Morrow because she wasn't on the team, without Izzy Harrison because she was hurt, and without Marina Mabry. This feels like a completely different team with those 3 players. But this is a pretty awesome lineup here. You got Izzy Harrison and Morrow in the front court. You got Kiki Rice, Almond, and Mabry in the like the 3 perimeter players. But yeah, no, the CC in free agency, again, you just never know, man. Toronto Summers could strike. Who is better between Kawhi, Seth, Lowry, or Carr? Huh? Wait, hold on. Are we talking about his dad, Del Curry? Regardless, the Curry on this list finishes 4. Kawhi 1, Lowry 2, Carter 3. Yeah, I already mentioned this. I've never seen her that angry. She's pissed. Let's go. Maybe over 23 Gabrielle. Veronica. Jeez. Okay. Fingers crossed, bro. Fingers crossed. Hopefully this works. Oh yeah, Dell. No. Yeah, Dell is not. Dell is not in the front office either. 16-16. Mabry underneath the basket. Left-handed reverse layup. It goes through. Tempo up 2 again. Looks like our GM really going for it. Eh? I'm wondering. Boardman gets paid. No, 100%. Like Teresa's doing a hell of a job considering the fact that like for an expansion franchise that's 10-19, we've been hit with injuries pretty bad, and we look like we could be just like one move away from being something. But that's why I kind of hope that they tank and get Juju Watkins. Shout out to Caden. Obligatory F the Braves. But yeah, I don't think CC leaves the Fever, to be honest. And you don't have your other star player. Who she is hers to. Yeah, we don't have Brittany Sykes. So yeah, I mean, in theory, a fully healthy Tempo team could be something. In theory. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Free throws for Morrow. Tempo up 20-18. And Anissa Morrow hits both free throws. Hey, man. Hell of a first impression for a new player. Hell of a first impression, dog. A rebounding 4 that can shoot 3s, like that's a valuable piece to any basketball team. Morrow gets switched onto the perimeter. Ooh, guard gets by her a little too easily there. Easy floater for the Valkyries. 1-point game. 21-20. 150 left. Mabry to Izzy Harrison. So I didn't watch the last game against the Valkyries, but I did see that Kiki Rice started because Mabry didn't play, and hopefully she got herself back into a rhythm because we need that. Bro, I just started school and I already have a lot of work. Hey, man, that's what happens as you get older. For people who don't know, I think Caden just started grade 10. I think that's what you messaged me. But yeah, Mabry hits the technical free throw. What do you think of the return the Jays got for Gossman? I have no clue, bro. Like, because that's the thing about baseball trades is you trade established talent for minor leaguers, and as even as a diehard baseball fan will not know who these minor leaguers are or if they're good or not. So, like, I mean, I'll give you a real answer in a few months, but for the like, from what I know, like trading a franchise, like a fan favorite, instead of letting them play out for two random prospects, like I just think it feels very similar to when the Raptors traded Lowry for Precious Achiuwa. And it was like, oh, Precious Achiuwa could be anything. And it's like, sure, but he might be nothing. And he ended up being nothing. Imagine if Scotty and CMB developed consistent 3-point shots. So this is the thing, Banana Bread, like clearly as an organization, we have a thing for those kind of pieces, right? Like those kind of players tend to thrive here. I would say more so than other teams. I'm trying to figure out the right way to say it, but I feel like we have a thing for that kind of a player. We just drafted one with Alan Graves, who seems to be the best 3-point shooter that we've ever had out of these kind of players, like the switchable, defensive, 6'8", long wingspan, those kind of players. Graves can actually shoot a little bit from what I saw in summer league. So, yeah, man, I'm excited about that one. Because you're talking about the hypotheticals of these two guys getting 3-point shots, but we have a guy who kind of already has a 3-point shot. Step back from the Valkyries, Jesus, that shooting form is janky. That's a guard, so I'm sure she can shoot, but that form was not it. This form is much better, and the Valkyries hit the corner 3 off the offensive rebound. 35 seconds left. We all know School Bull was a one-way. I mean, essentially, there's 27 seconds left. Shout out to KPM, the second person in the chat to ask me about this. Actually, third. So I mentioned that I'll do it at the next commercial break. So at the end of the first quarter, we'll talk about it. Because I have some pretty clear thoughts about what I think is going on. Miss Tempo stuck 3. Tempo will take the last shot. Kiki Rice dribbles, finds Niara in the corner. She's hit 3s all quarter, and she misses. But the putback goes down from Maria Conde. It's a 25-24 game. How consistent for Scotty, the low volume, 40 on a high volume? Ooh, I don't think either is possible, to be honest. Like I think low volume 38, high volume 35. I'll be at peace with that. I think this is a dream. I feel like it's not going to get this good. 50 Cent from the entire summer league, not bad from a guy who played in a weak division. I think the more important part is like, because at the end of the day, when you see the stats and you see that the ball, like he made his 3s, that's enough to know that he can shoot the ball. The question was, and this seemed like a valid question, but his release apparently was like, it had a hitch in it and it was really slow. So the idea is that in a league with bigger players and more athletic players, he's just not going to be able to get his shot off. But the summer league is a close enough thing. Like it's enough of a middle point between Santa Clara and the NBA for me to feel like it didn't look like a disaster. Do I think he'll ever be shooting 3s off the dribble? No. But catch and shoot 3s? Fair enough. Okay, thoughts on the Kawhi trade. Okay, so in my opinion, I'm going to ignore the chat for anything not Kawhi related for like the next 5 to 10 minutes. In my opinion, the reporting on it is clear, which is that when the Raptors and the Clippers made the trade call to the league to finalize the deal, the league made it clear to the Raptors that, hey, if something happens to Kawhi, it's still going to happen, even though he's on the Raptors. And this is why I think people kind of like the reporting wasn't clear, because the reporting said that, oh, the Raptors have to bear the consequences of a Kawhi punishment, right? And people were like, well, how could you punish the Raptors? And it's like, no, I don't think that they're going to like fine the Raptors. That doesn't make any sense. I think their point was just that like, just because he's not on the Clippers doesn't mean he's exempt from punishment if the investigation results in punishment. So from that standpoint, if you zoom out and you look at the big picture of what this deal has become, there is no upside to the Raptors finalizing it early. And there's no downside to finalizing it later. For the reporting that I've seen, Kawhi, Grady, and Brandon Ingram have all been told to find homes in the new cities. This is from Will Liu. And I think for that to be the case, essentially, the team that's holding it all up, the Raptors, must have made clear, like, hey, push comes to shove, we'll just take the deal. But there is a small chance, like, the Raptors have you don't have to have Kawhi officially on the Raptors right now. There's no upside to that. Where the actual turning point is the beginning of training camp. Because if Kawhi is not a Raptor in training camp, then you're actually like suffering at that point. So my whole thing is like, if I read the tea leaves, my opinion is I think the Raptors said, hey, why not just wait till training camp? Like, there's a chance this might get wrapped up by then. If there is some type of punishment, hey, we should address that. Like, why trade 2 first-round picks for Kawhi when he might get suspended? If he gets suspended, you go to the Clippers and be like, give us one of the picks back. The Clippers are kind of not, if he gets suspended, right? I don't think the Clippers are in a position where they can hold on to him. Basically, if the Raptors say, hey, give us one of our picks back, that the Clippers can say, no, fuck you, because they're going to lose him as a free agent next year. They can't get anything more than what we gave them at the deadline. I don't think anyone's going to pony up 2 first-round picks at the trade deadline that didn't already put 2 on the table right now. So I think, like, I don't know. For me, there was no reporting that the league wanted to stop the trade. There was no reporting that the Clippers wanted to stop the trade. The Raptors wanted to stop the trade because there might be some upside to there being a suspension or some type of punishment. Conde hits a corner 3, tempo back up 2, let's go. So yeah, I mean, my whole thing with the Kawhi, like, the reason I'm calm is that it doesn't make sense to finalize the trade for no reason. Like, it's August, right? Kawhi was at the Raptors Summer League games. He was apparently, and this is more Will Liu reporting from his podcast, Kawhi was working out with like Raptors players. Brandon Ingram is in Clippers shorts working out in the summer. He was with the Clippers players at Summer League. Apparently he was working out with them. Like, the players are basically acting as if this deal is finalized. And to me, that indicates that the Raptors are more or less just waiting to see if there's a possible upside. And if there's not, they'll just take the deal. But, like, again, like, what if a suspension comes down and he's suspended 20 games? Then you can turn to the Clippers and be like, hey, we want a discount on the deal because we're literally getting less than what we agreed to. We agreed to 1 full year of Kawhi Leonard. And now we only get 3/4 of that. You know, like, I think that it makes a ton of sense for the Raptors to wait. So I'm not shocked that they're waiting. And I don't think it's a bad thing. That's my take on everything Kawhi related. Was Grady even shooting well in Summer League? No. I remember watching that Summer League, and you know what's funny? I have a coworker, one of my guys at work that I talk hoop with, right? And I remember watching Grady in Summer League, and I'm like, he's not like the stereotypical white 3-point shooter. And people get the reality is that people get typecast in basketball, right? Like, he is not JJ Redick or Kyle Korver or Luke Kennard. Like, he's not that kind of a player. I left Summer League feeling like he's not a catch and shoot player. He's actually off the dribble midi kind of a shooter. Like, I left Summer League being like, fuck, I don't know if this guy's a 3-point shooter. Like, I think he's more, if anything, a volume shooter. Like, a lot of pull-up shots. He never seemed like a player that ran around off the ball looking to get wide open. If you think about all the other players I'm talking about, right? Your Reddicks and your Corvers, part of their games and part of the game of a catch and shoot 3-point shooter is relentless off the ball movement. As Maria Conde hits another 3 and it's a 5-point game, 8-0 run for the tempo to start this. I think to start the quarter. But yeah, so I don't know. Like, I can actually look up the Summer League stats. 1 second. Great. Hold on. What year was Grady Dick drafted in? I think it was 2024. I just want to make sure. 2023. Okay. Raptors 2023 Summer League stats. Mabry, floater, 7-point lead for the Temple. Holy. Delano Banton? No, this is the wrong year. Actually, though, this helps. Okay, Grady Dick. This year in Summer League shot 29% from three. See, Banana Bread Tan, this is what I remember. 6.8 threes a game, under 30%. When I saw that, I was like, oh my goodness, that's not a three-point shooter. And then if you look at his shooting, right? 40% from the field on 15 attempts. He was chucking, but his threes weren't falling. It was his twos falling. Because this averages out to what? Like, if you're shooting 30%, he was basically shooting 50% on twos and 30% on threes. This is where I was looking at it, and I'm like, not to compare him to this player, but from a playing style standpoint, there's a lot more like it's tough, bro. It's just, I want to say almost like Devin Booker from the standpoint of like, obviously he's nowhere close to Devin Booker. Like, please don't hear that. But like the way Devin Booker isn't necessarily like a catch and shoot, run off the ball kind of a player. He wants the ball in his hands and he's going to get to his mid range a lot. That's kind of how he was playing in this summer league. And I mean, my kind of feeling is he'll never be that kind of player because he just doesn't have the physical traits. So I don't know. This was a very concerning summer league. But yeah, I mean, I think so too. Shout out to KPM though. Good to see you. Hopefully, you got what you were looking for. But yeah, let me know what you think. Some Montrez. I'm always here for Montrez drama just because his name is like that. I've never seen Montrez with an L in it spelled ever in my life. That was very interesting to see. How do I open this thing? But yeah, shout out to everybody in here. Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. The Valkyries had to take a timeout because the tempo are up 7 points. A very inspiring start to this game. Valkyries went into this game up 11 in terms of being the favorites. They're out rebounding us, which is always a stat that I watch, but it's relatively close. Turnovers, we're not turning the ball over like crazy, which is something I saw a lot of in the last is like post All-Star break. And then yeah, leading the way, Maria Kondi, Niara Sabali, Marina Maybe. There's 4 tempo players that have more points than any Valkyries. This gives me hope about Graves and Biddle. No, absolutely. So you know what's funny, Banana Bread Tan? Not that I think you would do this, but actually, like my watch-alongs for Grady in the Summer League are on this channel. Like my watch-alongs, I think it was that Summer League onwards. But yeah, I did a lot of watch-alongs. I feel like, okay, I remember a lot. I feel like you could tell Jonas Valanciunas was good. You could definitely tell Scotty Barnes was good. Scotty Barnes, oh my goodness. I was like, holy shit, he's nothing like the scouting report read, right? Who else? I'm trying to think of other players. Oh, you could tell Norman Powell was good. I remember his summer league too. Conde from the corner. Another 3. Holy shit. What is going on? We have a 10-point lead. See, now if we lose this game, this will piss me off. This will piss me the hell off if they lose this game now. That was amazing off-ball movement by one of the players in the Valkyries. I can't see her jersey number because the color combo is nasty. It was number 5. But $1 million move, 10-cent finish, as some would say. Laura, oh my goodness. Laura Yushkaida with a 3 in the tempo are up 13 now. What the hell am I watching? The tempo are on a 16-0 run. Guys, I watched my Raptors go on a 30-0 run this year on stream. I'm now watching the tempo on a 16-0 run. Life is crazy. Oh my God. Oh, that was so unlucky. To see a shot blocked on the perimeter like that, just for the Valkyries to luck up because the ball would happen to bounce in a way where like a tempo player kind of ran into a Valkyries player to get the ball. That was really lucky for them. Because that's just a very fortunate foul, man. They had a horrible possession. Oh no. Back-to-back fouls. Free throws now. Valkyries might get their first points. But yeah, no field goals for the Valkyries in the last 5 minutes. An amazing sequence here. Yeah, they made their free throw. They're on the board. Great pass to the corner. Another wide open three for Yushkaita, but this one doesn't fall. Still an 11-point game. Let's see more of that defense. Gabby Williams to the basket. Easy layup. Mabry gets hit in the face. And, oh, man. Given how this game started, I know that pissed her the hell off. Great pass to Yushkaita. Free throws. Free throws for Laura. But yeah, great pass. Great pass for a player that just got hit in the face and is like despondent at this point. Absolutely despondent. She is going through it. Conde is trying to comfort her, but she is getting hit over and over again and not getting the calls that should come with it. Yeah, this being said, obviously she took a shoulder to the face there. I think she should get some makeup calls down the stretch here because, like, legitimately, she's being hard done by. The free throw falls. It's 40-30, a 10-point game. Oh, shit. Look, Valkyrie stopped hitting their threes, but they're still generating decent looks. Great bounce pass to Izzy. What? What happened there? What the hell happened there? Did she get all ball? I guess Izzy shouldn't have brought the ball down then. Keep the ball high, I guess. Tempo ball. An 11-point game. I guess they didn't have 30 points because they just adjusted it to 29. Izzy misses the shot. 4.5 minutes left. Got to finish this quarter strong. We've definitely seen. I've been live for a bunch of tempo collapses down the stretch, late in quarters. I imagine it's probably more to do with just like slowly integrating her into the rotation. Truthfully though, I don't know her game well enough to say for sure because she's a second-year player. I was never watching the Connecticut Sun last year. I was watching some of the W last year, but I never watched any Connecticut Sun last year. And obviously, I haven't really watched any Connecticut Sun this year. Like the Connecticut Sun just suck as a team. I guess she's played the tempo a couple times. I must have been live for one of them, but I don't have enough of a feel for her game to say for sure. I will say though, basically all season, bro, we've been without a big just about all year. So we've been having small forwards playing the four and just getting bodied on the boards. And then she's an actual four and she can rebound. So hopefully that changes things. Ooh. Valkyries on a 4-0 run. Actually more, probably a 6-0 run, but it's a 7-point game, 40-33, exactly 4 minutes left, and we have a timeout. Oh shit! What was I looking? I was looking at free agents. See, I was locked into these trades, man. That's the thing. The Tempo had to do something, either sell or buy, but they had to do something. What the hell was this? Oh, this somebody was asking me about the Pablo Torre thing. Some Luca news. Is it about golf? Just let me know if it's about golf or not. Let's see what this is. Has withdrawn mutual agreement. Demon really went to Slovenia. God damn. I swear to God, man, people who tweet like this kill me. Like, legitimately. Shout out to Shane. How's Marina looking out there? Honestly, bro, she's got hit in the face twice and she's pissed. Like, she's done okay. I would say she's made a couple. She's made like a handful of shots. Hasn't been shooting a high volume. Has been finding her teammates, but she's got hit in the face twice, and there was no call for either times. She's nursing a neck injury, and I just know she's pissed. And even before this game, I feel like she was kind of like holding back the crash out while things were going bad. And then in this game, you can tell she is like despondent. Like she's trying to hold it in, but it's killing her. So Marina Mabry might snap on someone today. And if that happens, you heard it here first. I feel for Aston Villa fans. Oh, I saw that video, dude. I saw that video. That pass was insane. Alejandro Garnacho is a criminal. But yeah, looking at summer league stats, Joe Wieskamp. Oh, Ron Harper. Yeah, he wasn't good either. But he's panning out on the Celtics now. RJ Nembhard? Wait, we had Nembhard on the summer league team? Masai really doesn't like this guy. Because I was listening to a Nembhard interview and he said Masai the Raptors didn't even work him out the year he was in the draft. And then Masai takes the Dallas job. First thing he does is trade Ryan Nembhard. So, or yeah, this is Ryan, no? RJ? Wait, this is a different man. Never mind. To be honest, though, it does strengthen the point regardless. Like, Masai does not fuck with him. I guess Masai just doesn't like small guards. Moses Brown, the OG 7-foot summer league center. Never forget. Never forget. 40 to 33. Anissa Morrow, jumper from the baseline. And she misses. Ball rebound bounces out of bounds. Mabry fighting through screens. Good defensive possession here. I mean, the Valkyries might score, but nothing easy. Morrow with the rebound like she's here to do. And brings the ball up the court. Okay, decent handle. Decent lateral movement. Like, oh, man, why did you pick up your dribble? Mabry in the post. Mabry looking for contact. Oh, my God, she's going to crash out. Contact, miss, no call. She's going to snap on someone. Yo, who is that? I think her number is 15 on the Valkyries. Hayes. What is her name? Tiffany Hayes. Tiffany Hayes must shoot decently. Morrow to the basket, lays it up, and hits the defender with the too small. Okay, certified Anissa Morrow fan. Certified Anissa Morrow fan, bro. She just hit someone with the too small. Somebody like her size. Actually, I lied. That girl is short. Man, hell yeah. 9-point game, 2:30 left. Foul on Alma. Takes her out of the game. What, that he's having an okay training camp? Oh no, the gamble doesn't pan out. And it's going to be free throws. Conde gambled, jumping at the outlet pass, couldn't get it. It resulted in a very easy drive. Free throws for Golden State. They're in the bonus for the last 220, so the Tempo have to be careful. But yeah, the only OBJ news I saw is that he's having a surprisingly okay training camp. Also, I found out recently that his brother was on Love Island. Man, that's wild. If I was Odell, I would want to keep my brother off of some shit like Love Island. Hayes. That shooting form is wild, but I mean, she made her free throws. Like, it must be effective. Oh, above Mooney and Austin is very sad for Mooney and Austin, especially the stages they're at. Like, that's a career ender. What the hell was that, Marina Mabry? Just pressing there. That was forcing it big time. Tiffany Hayes finds number 24, open, knocks it down. 4-point game. The Valkyries have come alive. They've counterpunched. It's a 4-point game. 42-38. 13-4 run for the Valkyries. I'm having significantly less fun. And then Sabali jumps without a plan, turns it over as a result. Thank God the Valkyries turned it back immediately. Turned it over right back. Yeah, man. Career ender for these two. You can't be behind OBJ in 2026. All right, Kiki. Shreese won't forget. Yo, but only for 1 year, dog. I had him in Dynasty for his whole career. I mean, I still might have him. Conde misses the open three. Guys, can we please get a bucket? This drought is serious. That's a block? Thank God. Thank God, no call. Big block by Morrow, though. You watching the kickoff classic, the Hall of Fame game? You know what's funny, bro? I was planning to do a stream Thursday night talking about training camp stuff, and I realized it's the Hall of Fame game, and I'm streaming the Tempo game at 10. I might just tap in for the Hall of Fame game on stream from like 8 to 10. I'm realizing this. I'm not going to do a season prediction yet because I want more. Honestly, it's fucked up, but I want to see more injuries because it's training camp. Injuries are bound to happen. Why do a prediction before training camp is done, dog? See the injuries. Fuck, dude, it's a 1-point game. Oh, I might do a quarterback stream. Actually, that might be the move on Thursday. Let some more news build up. No way that's an offensive foul on Mabry. Everything that she has to endure, and you call a moving screen on her? So it was you that cursed Rashawn Slater. But what did they say about the injury? I just heard that he had to be evaluated for something. I didn't hear what happened though. Is he alright? Wait, you want to talk about Rashawn Slater? We'll talk about Jalen Walker. That was devastating. The Panthers and the Falcons have been rocked by injuries. Yeah, I mean, Slater, man, I'm sure he'll be fine. It's actually that whole division is just messed up. Like, be prepared, General. Be prepared for the New Orleans Saints to host a playoff game. Be prepared for them to host a playoff game. But yeah. Hopefully this review pans out, man. Just for not even for the game's sake, not even for the sake of the right call, just so that Marina Mabry's blood pressure can come down to like a more normal level. She's going through it. Oh, that's about as good of a screen as it could possibly be, man. Completely set. Hey, man. Hey, man, I'll talk to you in 4 months, brother. I'll talk to you in 4 months. But yeah, I was doing my calendar for September and October, and I was putting football games for streams, and I was so happy. Guys, Wednesday night, when I get to watch that AJ Brown ghost session, whew, it's gonna feed families. Successful challenge. They reversed the call because it was a horrible call. Yeah, yeah, she's not in a good place. Understandably so though, because we've seen her get smacked in the face twice, no call, and then she gets that called against her. I would be pissed too. I didn't know Jalen Polk and Lad were connected. That's crazy. Yeah, one is clearly much better than the other. Kiki fighting her way to the basket, contact, no call. I don't hate that though. We've had some possessions I haven't been a fan of. Kiki trying to bully her defender to the basket, not the worst thing a person could do, especially in a 2-for-1 situation. Tiffany Hayes driving, contact, no call, offensive rebound. Hayes double clutch, misses again. Oh, Sabali gets the rebound, but there's no time left. Tempo going into the half with a 1 point lead. They had a lead as big as 13 at some point, so going to be disappointed to only have a 1 point lead. But considering how the heavy favorites that the Valkyries are, we're in this game, and we're still going, so we'll take that for sure. And Tarheeb still, that's a hell of a return, man. I guess you guys traded back. They traded up. Trading up for Jalen Pope. That's the thing. The Patriots organization had a. They might be one of the worst drafting organizations at receiver. One of the worst in the league. I mean, I think they got a little lucky with Kayshawn Booty, but for people who don't know, Kayshawn Booty was like projected to be a first or second round pick 2 years before his draft. He just had a horrendous year in college and had some weird off the field stuff going on, and that's why he dropped late in the draft. But Kayshawn Booty, like they just got lucky that his draft stock was horrible because he's obviously good. Oh, you guys traded up and got a second pick? That's crazy. Are they trying to offload him? Yeah, because they fucking made their bed already. Like they paid AJ Brown and Romeo Dobbs. You can't pay three receivers. So they're probably he's either going to be a free agent in the offseason or he's going to get traded. Like they have to just decide what's more valuable, 1 year of Kayshawn Booty or what you can get for him in a trade. Do you think Mabry is the best 3-point shooter in the league? Nah, I don't think I can say that. She's up there. Like what I will say is when I watch tempo games, the kind of degree of difficulty I see on the threes that she makes, it pales like I don't see a ton of hoopers that shoot like difficult threes the way she does. But in terms of just like sheer efficiency and like shot making, I feel like you would have to put a few players in front of her. Like, yeah, I don't know. AZ Fudd shoots the shit out of the ball. Sabrina Ionescu shoots the shit out of the ball. But then there's also like the depth of the threes. She's something. You know what's funny? Okay, I'll put it this way. Is she better than Clark? To be honest, I think at that one skill she might be. Let's look at some CC stats to see if she's shooting significantly better than the eye test from what I've seen. 2026, she's shooting 35% from three. She's a career like low 30s percentage. Yeah, she's definitely better than Caitlin Clark. thing about Caitlin Clark that I feel like people never properly spoke about is she's kind of a pass first player, man. Like even from the field, look at the field goal shooting. And part of that is going to come down to shot selection and how much your team needs you, right? But you're talking about somebody who shoots in the low 40s and the low mid 30s from three. The real serious thing about Caitlin Clark is you're getting 8 assists a game stepping into the WNBA. In her prime, she'll probably be averaging over 10 assists a game. Like certified, like floor general, somebody who you can like essentially trust to get role players going. But in terms of just straight bucket getters, like, I mean, there's other bucket getters. Shout out to Reggie Miller, though, man. The craziest comparison ever, comparing her to Peyton Pritchard. What is this? What is this thing you sent me, Genmo? Season ticket holder, open drive. Hold on, to design the opening drive. If I had a season ticket, I would love to sign up for something like this. Zips at FB. I'm gonna pull up to the stream. Zipsfbx.com. What Genmo just put in the chat here. But yeah, if you're a season ticket holder for Akron's football team, obviously the University of Akron, I guess, you can win a contest to design the first drive. That's amazing. Can you imagine being a fan and getting to drop the plays for your team for one drive? I don't understand that in the name of competitiveness how they're letting that happen. Because like, how are you going to win? How are you going to win with a fan calling your first drive? You're basically killing your first drive for the most part. So one with every random drawing amongst these ticket holders. Drawing will be held on August 19th. I'll make them punt the ball or fake punt quarterback. Dude, I would just make them throw deep for 3 plays in a row. Let's have fun here. But yeah, Tempo with a 1-point lead. Shout out to everybody in here. Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Kind of interesting. Okay, it evened out a little bit, but there was a point in time where there were 4 Tempo players with more points than any Valkyries players. At that point, it was like 38-25. We were up 13. Since then, things have evened out a little bit. Conde is still the leading scorer in this game at 11, but there's Morrow and Salon that both have 8 points. Popular NFL player to come out of Akron. NFL players to come from the University of Akron. I want to say very small handful. Jason Taylor and wait, this Jason Taylor? Wait a second. Okay. Hall of Famer. That's crazy. Charlie Fry. These are OG people. Nobody recent then, bro. Nobody recent at all. But yeah, Marina Mabry, only 7 points. But I feel like she's going to go crazy, man. Her blood pressure is really high. She's very, very, very pissed. Not bad for a small market college, of course. Especially in the NIL era, it's going to get harder and harder for those kind of schools to compete. They're going up against it. So, like, is the Y trade happening or are we fried? Yo, there's like 4 people that have pulled into the stream to ask this. Shout out to Phoenix. Good to see you. Okay, I'm going to go on my ramble again. I'm going to try to get it close as I can possibly get word for what I did earlier. Now I'm playing. Okay, I think that it's my read on it is this. The reporting is that the Raptors and the Clippers made the trade call to the league. And when they made the trade call to the league, the NBA said, hey, if Kawhi gets any punishment, he's not going to not receive the punishment just because he's no longer on the Clippers. And then the Raptors themselves decided, hey, we should probably not do this trade and see what happens. So my read on that is, and it's not just my read because who was it? Will Lou reported on his podcast that the players were told to find their homes in the new cities. So BI, Kawhi, Grady were told to find homes in their new cities. Kawhi was with the Raptors at Summer League. Like, obviously you saw him courtside at the game, but apparently he was working out with the team. Brandon Ingram and Grady were working out with the team. So for the players to be told to continue as if the trade is happening, that means the party that decided that the trade is not happening, aka the Raptors, I think that means that like them holding it up is not like this firm thing of like, oh, we're not comfortable with the deal. The reading the tea leaves for me is basically the Raptors have identified, and they've identified correctly, that there's no upside to finishing this trade before training camp, right? Because if there is a punishment that comes down, it only works in the Raptors' favor. If he's suspended, you can then turn to the Clippers and change the trade in your favor. Because, hey, this was the price for an 82-game Kawhi Leonard. If we're getting fucking 72-game Kawhi Leonard, we need to revisit these trade talks. And what can the Clippers do? Say, no, we're going to keep Kawhi Leonard and lose him in free agency? No, the Clippers have to play ball. So, in my opinion, there's no downside to the Raptors waiting. I think that their approach is this. We're going to wait till September 28th when media day is. Bro, if a punishment comes down, dope. Like, we can just try to get some a more favorable trade. If the punishment doesn't drop, we'll make the trade anyways. Like, I just don't, like, there's no downside to waiting. There's no upside to completing the trade in July. There's just a small chance that you might get a bit of a discount if there's a suspension done in time. But I think if the Raptors were actually seriously nervous about like, oh my God, what if the investigation reveals something and we just can't trade for him anymore? Just not possible. I just don't think that they would then tell the players to find their homes. Going back to college, he should, bro. See, I don't know, bro. I don't know about that. 12 more points. We're in 12. Okay, Mabry's getting 12. These other ones, I don't know. If by September 8th nothing happens, Raptors aren't winning next season anyways. It's rigged for LeBron. I get why you would suggest the Sixers are favorites, but here's the thing. This is the dream. The dream is Kawhi gets suspended. Let me lay out the like perfect scenario for me. Kawhi 20-game suspension. So what does he do? He load manages because that's what Kawhi does, bro. The man sits basketball games out, so he sits 20 games out, right? Cool. We turn to the Clippers and say, run us a draft pick back, bro. We're not trading for 60-game Kawhi Leonard for 2 draft picks. We get a pick back. Boom. Now we have 3 first-round picks to trade for somebody nice. We then go to the New Orleans Pelicans. No, you know what? Trading for Trey Murphy is actually overkill considering that we don't need a wing as much as we need a guard and a center. So I take that back. We take our 3 first-round picks and we make another trade for somebody serious, and then boom, we have a serious team. This is the dream. But yeah, Sixers aren't good. Sixers giving heavy 2013 Laker vibes, definite Steve Nash Lakers vibes. Well, my issue is, bro, at the end of the day, that front court is ass without LeBron and Joel Embiid. And as is, LeBron and Joel Embiid are 2 players that could be missing serious basketball games. Like, I get that LeBron has been relatively durable, but he's starting to get injuries finally, and he's only getting older. Joel Embiid, bro, that's the least reliable guy in the world. If I could put money on him not playing every playoff game next year, I would. I would put everything. But yeah, the front court is ass. You got to know that Jaylen Brown and Maxey are still going to turn the ball over, even if the ball is in LeBron's hands. And that's the other thing, bro. If the ball is in LeBron's hands mostly, then the reality is, bro, you're not getting peak Maxey and peak Jaylen Brown. So when you think about how good those 2 players are individually, you're not going to get the most out of those players if the ball is in LeBron's hands. And then if the ball is sometimes in LeBron's hands, you're still going to get a lot of turnovers from Maxey and Jaylen Brown. If you're gonna ask Jaylen Brown to defend the other team's best player, then you're not going to get the best out of him because he's going to be spending a lot of energy. If you ask Edgecombe to defend the other team's best player, bro's going to have like no role. Like, bro, he's going to turn into like, how do I say this? They're going to make him spicy Tony Allen, or at least try to, you know? Every ball screen drop defender he once was. No, bro, he can't move. Like, he cannot move. The knees are shot. It isn't like this turnover suppressor either. He has a fair share of turnovers. Yeah, again, also another old man. Like, does not. I still think it'll be better than some of the other options, but yeah, like he's still an older player with compromised athleticism, and there are going to be a fair share of mistakes on his end too. So like the thing is, like, there's flaws with that team, and then you have to think about some of the other non-basketball related things. One, what if Nick Nurse drives the starters into the ground? Two, what if Jaylen Brown asks LeBron about Uyghur Muslims? Three, what if LeBron pulls up to Eagles Cowboys in Cowboys gear? What happens then? Four, what happens if Jaylen Brown says something on a Twitch stream and everybody in the locker room is confused? This is what I'm saying. Like, there's a lot of off-court shit that could go wrong for them as well. Who plays more games next season, LeBron or Kawhi? Bro, I mean, I think Kawhi. You know what? Okay, suspension pending. Kawhi, I would say. I'd still bet on Boston over Philly in a series. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay, I was saying this. I think we had this conversation, if I remember correctly. But like, bro, in theory, they're handing Jason Tatum a better team than Jaylen Brown had last year. So if you believe that Jason Tatum is a great player, like Jaylen Brown is a great player, then like this is supposed to be a better team. But my issue with Paul George is more injuries. My issue with Paul George is just like, it's not exactly where Embiid is, but I have a similar thing about just the fact that man is going to not be on the court for a big chunk of the season. But yeah, the third quarter is starting up. 1 point tempo lead. Let's close this game out, guys. I don't want to see more tempo heartbreak. I've seen my fair share of blown leads. And we start the third quarter with an offensive foul. Yeah, Tempo are not happy with these referees today. Oh, shit. Valkyries have the lead back. 3 on their first possession. Conde. Oh, no. Okay, that's a tempo turnover like some of the ones I've seen in the last month or so. That was a horrible turnover. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so my initial thought when I saw where Philly was is I was surprised. But something I mentioned on somebody else's live stream, not on this channel, was that the East is a cluster, dude. Like, I don't know if you feel this personally, but outside you take New York and then there's a teardrop and then there's a cluster of teams. So you can order them however you want to order them, but I don't think there's a huge gap between like the next like 7 teams after New York. But yeah, the East is going to be very interesting. Shout out to Sai. Good to see you, bro. Indiana and Miami have safer floors. Yeah, that's the thing about Miami, right? Is like I think about the prospect of what could happen to Miami in the playoffs, and I'm concerned. However, that's based on the fact that in the playoffs, teams properly plan for each other and play, keeping the other team in mind. In the regular season, teams tend to focus on themselves. So, oh shit, I haven't seen the episode, bro. Yeah, so it's like I don't know. I just don't think Miami's weaknesses won't be like targeted necessarily the same way they will be in the playoffs. I just imagine that front court defensively in the playoffs, they're going to give some teams headaches. Detroit, obviously, like they're a team that kind of knows what they're doing. I don't think they're gonna plummet from the one seed to like irrelevancy. Um, Indiana's floor. Indiana feels like more of a wild card for me, but I hear what you're saying. Like you're still talking about a team that's most of a team that went to the finals and took it to 7 games and could have won. So I hear what you're saying. Like all these teams have more safe stuff you can bet on after third episode onwards. Bro, this is the thing is they actually started off with too much epic shit. They started off with way too much epic shit. We're talking about House of the Dragon for anyone who's lost. Me and Sai. I'm assuming Reese is like 80%. You know what though? I would say it's a safe bet that he's at least 80% because he took a full year. Like by the time he comes back, bro, it'll be how many months? It'll be 12, like it'll be 16 months post Achilles. That's a massive like think about the players that have come back after 8 months. Somebody came back after 8 months. But yeah, like what this is similar to is Kevin Durant, right? Who tore his Achilles in June and then took the entire year off and then came back. And by the time Kevin Durant was playing in, yeah, I knew there was someone, right? Fucking sicko, dude, bro. Tatum is a sicko for that shit. But Kevin Durant took 16 months off himself and he looked great afterwards. So I think Tyrese being healthy is a pretty safe bet. The random twist there is the shingles shit. And I don't know enough about shingles to know exactly how that would have went, but I know he gained weight and lost it. My whole thing is just like, was his ability to rehab the Achilles impacted by shingles? Because if so, then that's fucked, right? But um, crazy. I'll say this though: an Achilles recovery and shingles, I'm sure that made him even like a harder motherfucker mentally. Like I'm pretty sure that probably like I don't know, like he's battle tested in a way that like you've been to the finals, you played well, you hit buzzer beater after buzzer beater, you tore your Achilles, you got shingles. Like that man's battle tested mentally. It wouldn't have. So here's my thing, bro. When he was in the thick of it with shingles and he was putting on weight, do you think he was able to do his Achilles rehab, like whatever he had to do from a physio standpoint? Do you think it would have affected that? And the parallels, I'm not like this is the thing. I'm not tying it to a medical thing. Because, like, for example, right? I don't know if you watch football, but there's a guy who got knee surgery and then got arrested and went to jail. And the whole thing is like, bro, can you literally do your physio in jail like the same way? Is it so from a recovery standpoint? I know, like, from surgery, it's not just what the doctor does to your body, it's then how you keep up with your physio properly afterwards. So the question is more just like having shingles, did it affect his ability to do whatever the fuck his doctor was telling him to do, of like do this to your ankle, this many, like blah blah blah, that type of shit. um Tatum's only 19 years old anyway. Is this a joke of some kind that I missed? Our Chiefs having injuries. Yeah, Rashi Rice. Tempo still stuck 3. Defensive possession. Gets the ball back. Sabali driving to the paint. Lays it up. Y'all gotta loop me in, dog. I am lost. I am lost. 1 point game. Wide open 3. Again, bro. All game, the Valkyries shot making has come and gone, but their ability to generate looks has been consistent the whole time. 4 point lead for the Valkyries. Mabry to the basket, draws contact, it falls, and 1. Okay, this sounds more familiar now. This sounds more familiar. Because Tatum didn't do shit early in his career, so people are saying he'd chill, he's only 19. I mean, this is true, man. I mean, maybe being like, youthful 8 months probably feels like 16 to him. Okay, fuck that shit though. The best meme that I saw was that Celtics Twitter guy who was typing out how he imagined Tatum breaking the news to Deuce that Jaylen Brown got traded. I don't know if you guys saw that, but that shit fucking killed me. This is another one, bro. You want to talk about Jason Tatum being a psycho for coming back 8 months post Achilles? What Patrick Mahomes is attempting to do off a multi-ligament knee surgery is insane to me, considering that he has a 10-plus year career ahead of him. I did see this, bro. I did see this. Have standards, Kings. Have standards. 4-point. Well, I mean, it's about to be a 4-point game. SofaScore spoiled it for me. ACL, LCL, bro. Nasty, bro. He has such a long career ahead of him. Don't jeopardize shit. Almond from 3 knocks it down. 4-point game. Do I like Sophie Cunningham? I mean, I don't know what way you're asking me, but like, not really. My thing is just like, I mean, I feel like, okay, so people talk about her like she's very attractive, and I don't think I've ever really seen it. I don't know. That's just not my jam. Another 3 from Conde. Okay, 1-point game. We're back, people. Bro, like, I don't know. So the starting point for me has always been like, bro, I don't think she's all that, right? And then I don't know, just like I saw her playing against the Temple one time, and she just came across like a dickhead. And then I just hear her talk, and I'm just like, I like, fair enough. You don't know the power of LeBron's here. We'll fucking learn, bro. We'll fucking learn. I hope Pat Mahomes is okay. Otherwise, very right wing. Yeah, super for sure. Wait, Genwell, is Sophie Cunningham? That's your girl, bro. Does she make you feel things? Is she a good player? She's midder than mid, bro. She's pretty average. No, I thought, who said this, bro? Who said any of this, bro? I said the exact opposite. We wife here. Hey, man, dark times out here. That dark times. Dark times. I do have a stance on this though, right? Okay. What the fuck? No way. Crazy call offense on that offensive foul, bro. I will say we're not allowed, like, there's just no physicality in this game. Referees are calling this like WNBA doesn't have 80s basketball rules, dog. This is a physical sport. Okay. I think dudes that get super lustful about women's sports are kind of weird to me, because it's just like, it's sports at the end of the day. Like, you get like super excited and then you turn on 5-on-5. Like, that's just weird to me. Like, I think finding someone attractive is one thing, but the people that are really on this type of time about sports, super freaks to me, man. Super weirdos compared to a men's player. But bro, even like, just, bro, like, you get super excited and turn on 11v11 competition sports. Sickos. Compared to a men's player for Sophie Cunningham, Najee Marshall, maybe. Bro, she's mid. In all fairness, she was pretty good. When was she pretty good? Why would you think? No, so here's the thing. I'll be honest, Andrew. I thought you were asking about her as a person. That's actually what I thought you were asking about. I started my assessment of her as a person with what my first thoughts about her which was listening to people on the internet gas her up. Like, gas her up as in like, oh my God, she's so beautiful. And then I saw her and I was like, but yeah, no, that was my entry point to her as a person. But yeah, that's what I thought you were asking about. Because hold on, are you not like tapped in with the fact that like she's actually made crazy like news headlines, or from the fact that like she talks a lot off the court in ways that like people care about. So truthfully, I think she honestly like at this point is probably known more for political stances than ball. Also, like she's not in the game right now, so I feel like on either of these teams. So I figured you were asking about the person. Yo, big facts, bro. Andrew, this is why this is like the comments I made about people who get super lustful about WNBA players was not about you. That was a general aside. Oddly enough, there was a guy back like earlier in the summer that fit more the box I was talking about. Um, but yeah, no, I mean this is true. This is the exact point that I would make for if someone did. I just think it's weird to go straight after her looks. That's weird. Um. Okay, here's the thing. Have you looked her up on social media? Cause she just did a swimsuit cover that is getting a lot of people's attention. Yo, here's the thing, Andrew, bro. I feel like if you watched enough of my like W streams, I feel like you would have gotten the vibe. So I don't know about all this, but if there's bro, he has to be, dog. He has to be, because like I'll be honest. In my opinion, like in my time as a streamer, I would expect to get the other side of this way more. Like I would expect for a person to tell me that I'm pandering way more often than for a person to say that I'm sexist. We're stuck 8, which sucks though. What am I hearing here? Hey man, you're watching a full court gegenpress. Yo, that's crazy, Genwo. Genwo is out here wilding. Cause that's actually also just not the case. This is the Sophie Cunningham. These are the Sophie Cunningham talking points, bro. These are the Sophie Cunningham talking points. Lily, no one cares. This is topic is Sarcasm City levels. This is, but bro, I'm from the Sarcasm City Academy, bro. I was developed in the Academy of Sarcasm City, bro. I graduated from Sarcasm City University, and then I started my own channel. So you're telling me that this is a Sarcasm City thing to do. For people who don't know what we're talking about, Sarcasm City is a YouTube channel that does live streams about sports, which is where I started live streaming before I started this. And ran by a fraud named King Flawless, according to Sai. Although I can't say he's a fraud because he's helped me quite a bit. That's my dog. Toronto want to challenge this call at the basket. Bro, hold on. What did they call? No, hell no. This will be 2 for 2 with reviews. This will be 2 for 2 with reviews. Wait, they're not reviewing this? Damn. Conde wanted the review. The coach said no. We're about to be stuck 7. We need this run now. Because I don't think we've done any subs yet, really. Yeah, Kiki, Conde, Laura, yeah, no subs yet. We're gonna have to go to our bench. We're stuck 7. I doubt that our bench is gonna pull this back. He can be a dog. You know what I will say though is that him hopping on the England bandwagon for the World Cup is one of the most fraudulent things he's ever done. That was straight fraudulence. And the reason I say that is because I'm like, okay, is he from the UK? Yes. But England tears and hate watching England is so cash money that giving up the right to hate watch England is such a drastic thing to do. So it's like liking England is not just liking them, it's abandoning the amazing activity that is going against them. 5-point game, 68-63. Turnover? Hell yeah. Valkyries turnover. Look, we need all the help we can get because our bench is going to show up and concede like a 4-point run within 2 minutes. Yeah, he's done way worse. Let me know, bro. What's the worst thing he's ever done? He used to pop on the streams. On Sarcasm City, I don't remember that name at all. Mabry. We need a step back three. Gets into the paint, contact, and they call it travel. Yo, she's going to swing on someone. Pivot. Yeah, it's a travel. Yeah, I don't watch the United streams, so I must have missed that. That was a travel. You know what, referee? Fair enough. Bad turnover by Chen. And is this a timeout? Yeah, this is a timeout. Yo, they need to get Marina Mabry on like I don't know if you guys have seen that chewable blood pressure medication, but she needs that shit right now. Also, because Jen will and Sire here, I saw that Zach Ertz has been catching passes from Andrew Luck to stay fit in his ACL recovery, and that just reminded me how big of a fraud Andrew Luck is for retiring. Fuck, man, we lost a good one. Supporting United in super. Yeah, supporting United is a character flaw for sure. Dude, if we lose this game, beating Portland is like a must win. Because it's going to get so bad after that. Put the fries in the bag. 100%, dog. 100%. But yeah, we're back from the timeout. Marina Mabry does not look like she's calmed down in the slightest. My thing is I just want to see this anger turn into threes. I haven't seen her chuck yet in this game. I feel like it's coming. Around a screen. Draws two defenders, passes it to Conde. Conde, Jacks. Oh my goodness. Big three. Every NFL team got injuries. This is the thing, dog. This is the thing about training camp. This is when we really see whose team looks like what, because everybody's going to lose players. Atlanta and Carolina have had it horrible, right? Chiefs, obviously you guys have some injuries, but it looks like nobody's injuries are like serious and season ending. So that's good for you guys. Fowler and Izzy Harrison, she wants a replay. A lot of the tempo players are calling for replays after these fouls. Approval levels of the refs are at an all-time low. We get lucky with the missed free throw. I hope Bryce don't do any dumb shit. Me too, man. Me too. for society's sake. Forget even Rice, bro. He needs to stop doing crazy shit on the road. Rice spins, fouled, free throws, chance to make it a 1-point game. Let's go. Another commercial break? There's too many breakages in play in this third, man. This third quarter is taking time. Anyways, tempo could maybe be within one after these free throws. Are we still getting bodied on the boards? Yes. So Anissa Morrow couldn't fix the issue on the boards in one game, but we're still hanging in there. Turnovers, we've started to turn it over a bit. We're losing that battle now. Time spent in the lead, at least that's pretty even. He can be very useful. Yo, you need him because he's the only. I think he's the only receiver you can rely on to be better than good. Like when he's on the field, I think he's a great player. And more importantly, he's insurance for Travis Kelce, because if Travis Kelce isn't playing great, he can do a lot of Travis Kelce things in the like short to intermediate passing game. The thing about Rashee Rice is that he's not really a deep threat. Obviously, Kelce isn't a deep threat. He's a tight end and he's old as hell. And I don't even think Cyrus Allen is a deep threat either. Like the thing is, they need Xavier Worthy to be like that guy to open up space for everybody else. So that's like a very high leverage thing for them. They need him to be good. They reviewed some shit. I think they're trying to take these free throws back from Kiki. I don't think that's all ball. I think she got contact on the arm before the ball. We saw better for short yards. Absolutely. But yeah, aside, Thursday night, I'm definitely doing a football stream. I think I'm going to try to go live every Thursday and Sunday night, I think, for the rest of the way. Actually, I lied because there's going to be certain days where I do a preseason stream, like for games. So I'll figure all that stuff out. But no, Kiki Rice is going to the free throw line. And they could not successfully take the free throws away. I mean, on Thursday, I don't know exactly what I want to talk about, but probably just looking at like the different. I don't want to do a season preview until all the injuries are done in training camp. No word of a lie, Sai. It's a big deal. Kiki Rice hits both her free throws to make it a 1-point game. You want to see all the injuries happen so that you know who has who still. Because, like, bro, Atlanta, honestly, they might win 3 games. Atlanta might win 3 games. Things have gotten very bad in Atlanta. Because they're going to get a suspension for James Pierce, and they lost Jalen Walker for the whole year. Things are bad. Technical free throw for Golden State. Miss. She missed. Ball don't lie. What the hell happened, General? No, I'll be honest. Your holy worked. Your what the fuck and the holy, it worked. It worked to successfully get me to open this up on my phone. Hopefully, this is worth the urgency. Cole Anthony to the Melbourne United, bro. If guys, you got to rebound the ball. Finally, Mabry fighting for a rebound. Tempo stuck one. Chance to take a lead. Conde. Backs into Gabby. Kiki, bro. Why'd you pick up your dribble? Kiki, tons of space, passes to Izzy. Izzy, high post, misses the jumper. She goes out of bounds with it, no? Yo, tell him to play the game in Tim's. Like he did the dunk contest in Tim's, bro. Tell him to play a game in Tim's. For the culture. Man, that was a wasted possession to take a lead. Step back three from Gabby. Thank God she missed. Another offensive rebound. Too easy and one. Why is Marina Mabry under the basket trying to box people out? How and why? How and why did that happen? How? How is it just her? Doc Rivers ruined Cole Anthony. I feel like Cole Anthony ruined himself. It was solid for Orlando. Okay, you know what? Come to think of it, you're right. He wasn't that bad in Orlando. But unfortunately, man, to be a point guard that can't shoot from three, you're bound for things to fall apart at some point. 4-point game going into the fourth. The tempo are still in it. We've got no love from the referees. Hopefully we get a bunch in the fourth. 72-68. Damn, Thornton just skyrocketed with the scoring because she wasn't even close to these lists. Shit, man. Mabry. To me, okay, it's not even the points being 12 points. Only 7 shots for Marina. Wait, no. Yeah, only 7 shots for Marina Mabry. That means they're effectively getting the ball out of her hands because she should have more shots. Anissa Morrow, 4 rebounds. Does she lead us in rebounding? No, second on the team in rebounding. No, third. Wait. For tempo players. Second in the game in rebounding. In 14 minutes. Shockey didn't try EuroLeague. No, he'll definitely be good out there. He'll probably be athletic. I think the Niners need to rename to Injuries 49. Bro, the electrical substation is doing Jordan numbers right now. Doing Wilt numbers right now. That substation is catching everybody. The thing is, the Niners are used to it, dude. They always get injuries. You will be fucked in that league. What do you know about the NBL? I look forward to seeing this NBL discourse in the chat. I look forward to this. This should be fun. Funny thing is that they outperform every season. I mean, EuroLeague. Yeah, bro, the NBL is different. We also got Luke Travers. I wish I knew who that was. Damn, man. Kayla Thornton going crazy. Janelle Salon. She was having a good game at the beginning, too. Pretty consistent day for her. Burton, Tiffany Hayes, Zandalasini. What a name. Yeah, massive fourth quarter coming up, man. Let's see if the tempo can get a marquee win. Sidetrack, I just watched some of the last few. Yo, undisputed world champions, reigning world champions forever. Turnover, Temple with the ball. Conde from three again? No way. She airballed it. No way. No way. Fuck. Conde having to post up a big. Where was Sabali? How is it so easy for the Valkyries to get these mismatches, man? It just looks too simple. So many times when a shot goes up, the big is on the perimeter and it's Marina Mabry under the bucket. That time there, Conde in the deep post. Conde turns it over again. That's her second horrible turnover of the day. Salon lays it up. 8-point game. Timeout. Very early timeout for the Tempo. Man said game over. Damn. I think so too, bro. I think so too. But yeah, man. Shout out to everybody still here for some reason. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. We're out here. I'm gonna be back on this channel Thursday night. I'm gonna be on the NFL channel Thursday night as well. So we got Tempo against Fire at 10 p.m. I'll probably just watch the Hall of Fame game while talking about something. For what's it called? For the In Motion Football stream at 8. So couple streams. Then after that, I'll probably see you guys on the In Motion Football channel on Sunday, and then this on Monday. So yeah, on this channel for the month of August, mostly Tempo stuff, occasional Raptor stream here and there. In Motion Football, it's time to really ramp up. There's definitely going to be some preseason watch along on a during a night where there's a bunch of games and you can just flip to wherever starters are. There's definitely going to be some season preview stuff. There's definitely going to be a season like a prediction of every single game. Going to do a quarterback stream as always. Predict what quarterbacks are going to be switching teams next offseason. That's one of my favorite things to do. Yeah, all eyes on Baker Mayfield and Kyler Murray, I think. But then also a lot of quarterbacks in the draft. Yeah, next offseason is going to be mad at the quarterback position. But yeah, talk about a horrible way to start this quarter. I was just out here doing bad. Yeah, Salon up to 18. Now, there was once a point in this game where there were 4 Tempo players that had more points than any Valkyries. Now there's 2 Valkyrie players that have more points than any Tempo player. This game swung again. This was once a 38 to 25 point game for the Tempo. So since then, the Valkyries are on a 20-point run, 21-point run actually, to go from down 13 to up 8. Massive point differential. And now the Valkyries are pressing us high up the floor, man. Just add to the disrespect. It is, Sai. It is, man. This draft is very exciting. I'm hoping next draft is very exciting too, because we get that Patriots first round pick in 2028. Oh, no contact? Like no call on the contact? Yeah, we're getting done dirty a little bit. Hayes? Hayes? Oh my goodness. Oh wow, we man, we need that, dog. The Patriots have to regret that trade. We need that. And hopefully Drake May goes on like a You know, like those religious retreats where people go to like a random nation and try to spread like Christ? Hopefully he does that during the 2027 NFL season. Like on a missionary, that's what it's called. Easy layup, 10-point game. Nasty. I did not see this, and I hope that this is AI. I hope that that's not real. Morrow. Oh, man, discouraged after the her shot was blocked and tried to pass it up and just didn't know who she was passing to. Maybe hit with a frustration foul and now probably thrown out of the game. No, not. Okay, I thought she got hit with a second tech. Thankfully, she wasn't. Now Kiki Rice is hit with a foul. Refs doing us dirty, dog. If that's what she's into, that's what she's into. It could be a crumpled shirt, but it looked like it. That would be crazy, dude. Like, there's a lot of things that I feel like he's lost respect over. That would be like the final nail in the coffin. If that happened, I would be Brady FC forever. As far as the Brady versus Belichick debate goes, they hit a three. It's a 13-point game. Oh man, 9-0 run for the Valkyries to start the fourth. Just an absolute disaster of a fourth, and it's not the first time. It's not the first time that's happened. Rice. Oh no, she dribbled out the shot clock. We're going out sad. Bruh. Bruh. Commentator said you can feel the momentum swinging to the Valkyries. For sure, man. Sorry, I'm checking right now. Oh man. Oh man. That does not look like a crumpled t-shirt, brother. That does not look like a crumpled t-shirt. That looks like the real thing. Oh no. Oh no. Another offensive rebound. Yeah, the rebounding started okay in this game. It's gotten really bad. Yeah, that is definitely that, man. I was telling you, in all Brady Belichick debates, I'm big Brady FC, and I have a nasty Belichick agenda, by the way, bro. Tell me how he has a losing record without Brady on his team as a head coach. Tell me how, bro. I'm not saying win everything, bro. How you got a losing record without one man? 10-point game after the Niara Sabali 3. Valkyries missed a shot. Let's see if we can get a run going here, because before it'll be too little too late very soon. Sabali misses another three, gets the rebound, and gets to the free throw line. Is my Embiid agenda stronger than the Bill agenda? I think the Bill agenda might be stronger because it's more fun. Trying going at the GOAT of NFL coaching, in a lot of people's opinion, is a lot more fun. Yeah, going against the GOAT of NFL coaching is way more fun than going against Joel Embiid, bro. I don't even have to go against Joel Embiid, bro. The Eastern Conference Finals goes against him for me, and we're good. Actually, work has to be done to tear down Belichick's resume. Hey, man, I can dream. A man can only dream. Missed both, dog. She missed both. Sabali got to the free throw line and missed both. Turnover. Tempo with the ball. Kiki in the paint. In the paint. Euro! Missed the layup. Fuck. Yushkaida gets the layup off the offensive rebound. Did you see the big three from Celtics said that they'll get Doc Rivers to the Hall of Fame? No, I didn't see that, but bro, I'll be honest with you, dog. If Doc ends up in the Hall of Fame, I think that's a strike against the Hall of Fame. The moment he said he wanted credit for getting up 3-1 just to blow it, he lost aura in my books, dog. Big time. But yeah. Shit, I'm watching Andrew Luck throw to Zach Ertz. Man, we lost a good one with Andrew Luck. Same levels to what Jesse Marsh said. What did he say? No, Doc Rivers just said that because they were talking about him blowing 3-1 leads and how he blew one in LA and he blew one in Orlando, and he was like, hey, but nobody ever gives me credit for going up 3-1 when I shouldn't have. And it's like, no, bro, you don't get credit. Oh, yeah, when he said that he'd rather go out the way Canada went out than win like Morocco won, which is just nasty, dude. You just don't say that. You don't say that. The goal is always to win. It's never like winning properly, so to speak, is not a real thing. Yes, Morocco only had 3 shots and they scored all of them. They still had better chances than Canada did in that game. But yeah. I needed to check if that was AI at first. It was nasty, dude. It was very nasty. I don't criticize you for that. I would have had to check as well. What a random game, man. I can't believe Marina Mabry didn't get you your over. I can't believe that. I would have supported your bet, and it ended up not working out. But yeah, man, Golden State is up 16 in terms of second chance points. We've essentially lost this game on the boards. I don't know exactly what changes they're going to make. They just got healthy for the first time in a long time, but we need more Anissa Morrow. Wait, what post? Okay, you know what's funny though? Eddie reacted to my story. I think initially thinking that I was in the Dominican Republic, which is very funny. I don't know if you saw my story, Sai, but yeah, he reacted as if it wasn't a joke, and I was dying. Gabby, fucking hell, man, 3 free throws. Wait, why was he tagged? I don't get it. Was he saying untag me from the bandwagon? I'm confused. I know, bro. I know, but that's the thing. I think this was kind of the joke, right? Once you looked at the first place, you might be like, oh, he's in the Dominican Republic. But then once you see the second, you're like, oh, it was a joke. But yeah, I caught two people, bro. I caught two people thinking that I was in the Dominican Republic, and I was like, keep swiping, man. Keep swiping. But yo, Sai, be honest, man. Like I saw the cliff with the water falling, and I'm like, oh, this has to be Machu Picchu. Rice hustling. Timeout. Oh man, the Valkyries are getting away with pure bullshit in this game. This has actually been a very nasty watch. Shout out to everybody that went to bed by now. Real ones. Real ones. But yeah, we better beat Portland's ass, man. This is a frustrating loss. Hmm. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Nah, respect, respect. I would say the same thing. Yo, Belichick, man. Belichick, complete sicko at this point. Complete sicko. Yeah, I hope he I don't know, man. I hope he's aware of how much he's destroyed his legacy. Since you're thinking of playing FIFA in the future, I'll let you finish that up. At least cover it, bro. I'll be honest. There's no covering that could stop me from the conclusions I'm reaching. He's a sicko all the way through and through. 4 minutes left. Inbound pass to Sabali. Conde from three, and she misses. Hopefully they make it better, dog. But also at the same time, like that sucks. But EA as a company is ass. Like people are out here probably boycotting Saudi, bro. I wish people boycotted EA. EA might actually have brought more bad into the world, man. Fuck EA. Conde. Mabry. Finally, we see her chuck a three, but she misses. But still, bro, how do you discourage Marina Mabry from shooting the shots that she usually makes? You don't have to show the world. Of course, but even if it still gets like, like imagine that same picture, but you can see it a little bit more faint and there's tape over it. That's so nasty still. Sabali from three, she is chucking and she knocks it down. Niara Sabali, career night, kind of low key. She's up to 22. Niara Sabali, player of the game. Oh, big gamble by Alma. Doesn't pan out. Air ball, but what do you know? An offensive rebound. No way Kayla Thornton's air ball resulted in that. Again, the tempo players just don't box out. They're just not like they're not all. I understand that smaller players end up under the basket, and that's not maybe their thing, but it has to be your thing, man. The results have been going, it has to be your thing. Oh no. She missed a 3. That's a crazy meme. I've seen that meme for Deco and for somebody else. But yeah, that meme is crazy. Hmm. 8-point game. Almond. I guess Sabali is gonna get her career high. Jump ball, crazy. We're gonna win the jump ball, but again, crazy call. There's 1.7 left. Some people saying it's a fake story. Wait, what? The piercings? If somebody edited that, that's nasty. Like, cause it's actually so. It's kind of believable. Can't get anything right. Yeah, if somebody edited that, that's oh man, that's so nasty. Because Bill Belichick slander is so cash money. You could put anything out about him and people would believe it. Gabby Williams gets up to 10, and then there's now 5 Valkyrie players in double digits. And for some reason, someone takes a fucking no timeout. Why did they take away the score bug? No, basketball's still being played. Huh? Timeout. 1.5 minutes to go, 11-point game. Woke nonsense, man. Well, tough game, tough outcome here. Again, we were up 13 at some point and things felt good. Thursday night against the Fire, that has to be a W because it's going to get dark after that. From a schedule standpoint, upcoming games, Dream L, Wings L, Fever L, Mystics L, Fire winnable, Aces L, Storm winnable. So there's 3 winnable games left. L, realistically L, L, L. There's 4 winnable games the rest of the way, and one of them is on Thursday night. They would have been trolled massively. 100%, bro. Belichick would have been dealt with very differently. What did Ferran Torres do? Ferran was at Yankee Stadium throwing out a first pitch. But I bet there were still hella people at the game that didn't know who he was. 9-point game, 1:15 left. Gabby Williams with the ball. Mabry checking her. Gabby goes right. It was an open corner 3. They passed it up. Valkyries now are going to have to do some dumb shit. Oh my God, she almost made that. She threw it like football style to beat the buzzer, and it almost went in from the logo. Yushkaita to the basket. Contact, no call, but it's a 7-point game, and that means we're going to get some stupid timeout called. Like, this game is not going to just go to the end now. Oh my God, kickball? Yes, I did see Clay versus KD, bro. I did see Clay versus KD. KD's wrong as hell, man. I don't know why he's trying to make this argument. Obviously, this Sixers team is not as good as that Warriors team. Like, it's common sense. It's just basic common sense, man. I don't know why he would die on that hill. Gabby rounds a corner. Oh, great pass. Great pass. They're going to kill so much time. Because they don't even, like, the goal isn't even to score here. It's just to kill time. And Mabry fouls one of the Valkyries player. She's so petty. She fouled on purpose, and then she turned to the referee, and she's like, that's a foul. KD thinks he's still using his burner? Probably, man. He's dead wrong. That's the kind of point you make without nobody tying it to you. What do I think about the college preseason ranking? I'll be honest, I'm not tapped in enough yet to really know for sure. But I'm not surprised to see Ohio State, Oregon, Georgia, Texas, like Notre Dame. Like, the big programs are at the top. Indiana being 6, people are going to not like that, but I get it. Like, they lost Mendoza. That was a big part of their team. People are going to want to see them do it without him. Alabama at 11 might just somehow be too high. But yeah, the 2 teams in the national championship last year, Indiana and Miami, 6 and 7. No meme. Mabry from 3 misses. Hell of a rebound, man. That's just what you can bank on from that team. They're going to rebound better than us. Hey, man. Arch Manning hype. We're going to see about that. We're going to see about that. Shout out to everybody in here. There's 30 seconds left in the game. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Toronto Hoop Talk. I'll be back in 48 hours, roughly this time in 2 days, to do Tempo against Fire, where we see if the Tempo can get, again, there's 4 winning games left, like 4 winnable games left the rest of the way, and that's one of them. Gabby Williams will hold off until she gets fouled, and finally someone is fouled. Okay, you know what, Sai? I always say that I'm going to. But then I never do because I end up watching it with my friends. So I'm just gonna be honest about it this year. Probably not, but if I do, I'll let you guys know. But yeah, because I do NFL stuff, like if I were to do both, then I would really just not be watching football with my friends. So I don't know. But then again, like people get busy. So hopefully, you know what? Hopefully my friends are busy. Hopefully they lock in, spend Saturday with their partners, hopefully. But yeah, off the offensive rebound, off a missed free throw, Valkyries will bleed the clock out with a 10-point lead. It's 92-82. Valkyries get the W. Rough loss for the Tempo. Like I said, I'll be back in 48 hours for Tempo Fire. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys then. Take care. Late night. I'll see you guys in a bit. We are out.